Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about SwitchBack Energy or Chargepoint. And yes, it sounds just like that. It involves charging. Now this is a company that is involved with the electrical vehicle charging stations. It is also a SPAC, so it's currently right now underneath SBE, which is SwitchBack Energy. But once the merger and acquisition is totally complete, then it'll be Chargepoint. So if you haven't heard of it, then maybe here's a good company that you may be able to take a look at, and I'm going to explain to you why. Now, if you're new to this channel, feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to stick around. On this channel, we like to talk about money, like to talk about finances, like to talk about how you can succeed from no matter wherever you are, whether you have money or maybe you don't have a lot of money. So the people who want to build wealth, they tend to stick around on this channel. All right, guys, so Chargepoint, SwitchBack Energy. Now, this is pretty cool because let's say, imagine if you were back in the time where, you had like Model T cars, or maybe you were on horses, for example, and they said, we're gonna come out with these cars that run on gas. And then you had a chance to invest in the gas stations that provide the gas. Would you invest in the gas station that provides the gas? Knowing what you know now, the answer is probably absolutely. I'd invest or even buy as much oil and gas, whatever I could, to get my money into that sector because it became something that people need every single day. Well, when you look at a charging station company like Chargepoint, there are some others out there, but this is probably one of the most largest ones as far as I know. Now, the thing with Chargepoint is they're actually like a all-in-all type of charging company. They're all about building the largest charging network across the globe. They currently have that within the US. So they're all about all things charge, charging electrical vehicles. So 5 years ago, when people talk about Tesla, they didn't know if it was a vehicle that they wanted to get because of things like, well, how am I supposed to charge the vehicle? Well, charging your vehicle has become more and more easier as the years have come. We went from having a few charging stations here and there, like scattered across the United States, like on the West Coast and like way up in Canada, to now charging stations are everywhere on the map, like literally everywhere, and it's becoming a necessity where even a lot of places like shopping centers or hotels and colleges and schools, they're starting to put charging stations like right in their parking lot. The closest charging station to me right now is literally just like a couple miles from my house. So as well as you'll start to see that become something that apartment complexes and as well as neighborhoods and things like that, they'll have these things installed or within their community. And so now we've seen where it's evolved to like currently, it's not just charging stations that are located somewhere publicly, but now you can have charging stations at home. You can have charging stations put in your own home, as well as you can have portable charging stations. And the ones in your home don't necessarily have to be installed. They can just be plugged up. So being able to charge a vehicle has became just as simple as charging your phone nowadays. Now, of course, it's not all free. Now, if you have a Tesla, there's a certain type of package you can buy to where you never have to pay for a charge. But, if you're just buying a regular Tesla at a certain price, or just any other electric vehicles, they do come with some prices, like far as how much you would have to pay in order to fill up or charge. Now, I can't give you the exact number because of course it depends on how much you're charging your vehicle and things like that. But for some vehicles it may cost like $10 for a full charge, or however whatever network or whatever they may be a part of, or if they have a unlimited plan with someone like Chargepoint or something like that. So it's kind of like how you can set up an account. Now you can have a free account where you just pay for your charging, or you can have an account where you might be paying a certain price and you get unlimited charging at each charging station. As well as there any type of commercial or residential places that want to install these, of course they have to pay for it. So there is a money-making aspect to that. Now the thing about charging stations is it's not something that's extremely common. We know about it, but it's not common as the gas station, because most people right now, like 99% of people, probably most people watching this video, you're still going to the gas station at some point. But what happens, like you see things happening in California, for example, what happens when gasoline vehicles or emission vehicles are becoming more and more obsolete, and you only have the option to do things with electric or fuel cell or hydrogen fuel cell or whatever other different energy sources that may be created in the future. But if gasoline starts to become less and less and less used, and then you start to see charging, for example, becoming more and more charged, would it make sense for you to maybe have money in that area? So basically, this is a company that is ahead of time. And a lot of times what happens with the investing market, we don't get a chance to really get behind or invest in companies that are early within the game. So with the EV space, one of the reasons why it's been very, very enticing for a lot of people is because you're super early into something that has not yet become common to everyone, and it hasn't become affordable to everyone just yet. Yet there is a way for you to invest. And so SwitchBack Energy is one of those companies, and simply they are all about charging your vehicles, but not just cars, but also think about if you had to charge your bus, or if you had to charge, I don't know, maybe a plane or a helicopter, as those things are being worked on to be developed as well, or like your big trucks that drive across countries, or maybe even boats. So they're looking into charging whatever is created. So not just for your residential vehicles, but anything. If you have a limousine company, or you have any type of fleet, or whatever the case is, they're looking to provide charging for those things and to provide a huge charging network across the globe. So SwitchBack Energy has been doing pretty good. Most of you may have not heard of it, or Chargepoint is the name, but it is a company that's out there. So Chargepoint, yes, it's actually something that I am invested in. So I have been invested in it back when it was about around $10 a share or so, $11 a share, and now it's currently around 25. I think today it just hit its high at 26. But all in all, my reasons for investing in Chargepoint was simply basically from a lot of things I just said, because of what it is in the future. Now, of course, as a disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, and I am only talking from my own experience. You are encouraged to do your own research. I'm in no shape or form trying to encourage you to invest in anything. But this is something that you guys can take a look at. And I just want you guys to see what's out here and what's happening, so you don't just see the normal companies that everybody's investing in, like the big name companies like your Microsofts and your Coca-Colas and your Walmarts and things like that, or your Amazons. But there are other companies out here that you might be able to get, in early. And I feel like SwitchBack Energy Chargepoint is one of them. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think it's a buy? Do you think it's a hold? Do you think you don't want to touch it right now because the technology is still unsure? We don't know what's going to happen. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Now be sure to always take a look in the description. I do have some links down there if you're looking to start investing, or maybe if you're just looking to start or you want to learn how to trade as well. I also have some resources down there for you. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one. Peace.